Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Easter Exploration. Hi there, I'm Mike from High Hopes. Ordinarily, we provide educational and inspirational resources for primary schools, but right now, we're providing them direct to you. Make sure you've got your learning progress chart to hand, because you may find that things get mentioned and you can get yourself some more points. Today is Monday, or Holy Monday in Easter week. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hear our story of the temple turnover. We're going to do some think bits around that, have our wonder time, and then of course, our amazing chocolate experiment. Trying to work out the best way to cook a cream egg. It's not easy. And don't try it at home without an adult with you.
Today's story is about a time when Jesus went to Jerusalem. Jesus walked into the city and went straight to visit the temple. It was a very special place for his people, somewhere that they could talk to God. It was so special that we use the word holy to describe it. Jesus noticed that lots of people were doing some very terrible things, cheating poor people out of their money and selling animals to make sacrifices. He got very, very, very angry with these people. They were turning a special place into a den for robbers. He started to throw the tables over, tipping everything on the floor. He shouted at them, "This temple is a house of prayer and you're ruining it." The people were shocked and the leaders began to think of terrible things that they would do to Jesus to get rid of him.
Thanks, Pip. A temple is a building that is dedicated to God, like a church building. I wonder, can you think of any buildings that are dedicated to health? Or food? Animals? Money? You? Have a chat with the other people in your household. See if you can think of some buildings. So, buildings that are dedicated to God, like the temple, are places where people perform rituals. A ritual is a repeated activity with meaning. Churches and temples and buildings dedicated to God are not the only place that rituals happen. They happen everywhere. Sometimes we don't even realise it. If it's your birthday and someone gives a present, that's a repeated activity with a meaning. I wonder, can you think of any rituals in your family or household? Again, have a chat, see if you can work them out together. Every year on the day after Christmas Day, I love to have yesterday's trifle for breakfast. It's an activity with meaning for me. I love it. Actually, yesterday we did have the Queen's speech, a lot like Christmas Day. And do you know what I woke up craving for breakfast? Yeah, trifle. These rituals, activities with meaning, can have real power in our lives. There aren't many occasions of Jesus getting cross, but this was one of them. The temple was a holy place. This Monday is called Holy Monday. Holy means set apart, the same but different, made special in some way. The temple was holy because it was set apart for God, worshipping Him, not selling things and trying to make money like a marketplace. That's why Jesus was so cross. They were using it all wrong, and He came to change that. Think about your own places. In many ways, a kitchen is like a holy place. It's set apart for a specific reason. Some things belong in the kitchen. A kettle. Some things do not belong in a kitchen. A bicycle, perhaps. Or an iron. I've got a challenge for you. why don't you have a walk around your home? Have a look at the rooms that you're allowed to go in and have a look at. And have a think to yourself, what is this room for? What sets it apart? And then when you've figured that out, maybe have a look at the items in the room. Do they belong? Are they in the right place? It would probably be really helpful to tidy them up. Talk to the adults in your house and have a go with them. Do a spring clean. Make each room what it's meant to be. You'll probably find it's hard work, but in the end, it'll be much better for it. I hope you have a lot of fun doing some sifting and sorting in your home. Let's go over now and have our big experiment and find out how we're cooking an egg today. Again, do not do this at home unless you have an adult supervising you.
Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to look at how to soft boil a cream egg. Okay, so today you're going to want a pan of boiling water. Be very careful with this. Okay, so as you can see the water is starting to boil, so we're going to put that in and leave it for 3 minutes and then we'll come back later. Okay, so it's been 3 minutes, it's really smelling like chocolate in this house and we're going to see what has happened. Well, the egg has just completely melted. So, yeah. So I don't really know what to do now. That one didn't really work.
That's everything today. It has been brilliant having you with us again. Come back tomorrow, Tuesday, for more of the story, more activities, more thinking, more challenges, and more chocolate eggs. Once again, if you have any thoughts or comments or ideas or anything you want to say, get in touch with us on our Facebook page or on our website. We love to hear from you.